at least I know what's going on in my brain. There was a scare. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jess, and every Tuesday I do a true crime video, but on Saturdays I always do something different. So I actually came up with this idea not too long ago. Basically, I've been trying to, I've been seeing lots of vlogs, it's Vlogmas, those kinds of things, and I was like, vlogging seems really fun, but when you really break it down, it's difficult, and not just in the sense that it's hard, but also in the sense that it involves a lot of people around you, and especially as someone who works full-time, it's not always easy to be entertaining all day because all I really do is go to work and go home. So I was finding myself doing a lot of recapping my day, and it just felt really boring even to edit, let alone I imagine to watch. So I was trying to think of another way that I can, just sit down and de-stress and just chat with you guys like I would a friend. And that's when I was like, all I really want to do is get some wine and talk. And so that's what I'm gonna do. So for right now, what we're gonna be doing is on Tuesdays we'll have the true crime, and then on Saturdays we will have a wine night. And I figure that this way we can just chat about what's going on. You guys can put in the comments what's going on with you, or if you have any suggestions about what's happening here on my end. But otherwise, yeah, this is just a time for us to, I don't know, get to know each other a little bit better and just talk and have a wine night. So I also thought maybe it would be cool to share what you might be drinking, or if you're not drinking, that's okay. But if you are, I mean, always open to suggestions. I honestly just bought a really cheap bottle of wine for today, so I'm just drinking a Barefoot Riesling, but we'll try, it doesn't have to just be wine, we'll try other drinks as well. For tonight, it's wine because, again, I really just was craving that, going over to a friend's house, having a wine night, watching a movie, having snacks, that kind of vibe. I absolutely hate using that word, and I find myself using it so often. Sorry. But I also thought that for this first one, we can just talk about what's been going on, and then for future ones, I don't know, we'll figure it out as we go. I don't really know what's gonna happen here. Let's just get into it. So, a couple of things that have been going on. I think that in trying to edit some of these videos, I kind of noticed a common theme, and that was just that I've been a little bit stressed lately. I think that that makes sense with regards to what the year has looked like, and I think that we all have other stressors outside of that as well, obviously. I mentioned a few months ago that I had gotten a new job, so that's been really, an interesting experience to jump into something that I've never done before. I've always worked a little bit more in the tech industry, and I found myself in sort of like construction engineering, I guess you could say. Traditional mechanical, electrical, plumbing, for buildings, that kind of situation, and it's been a lot different. My role is completely different as well. I found myself in marketing, which I'm not normally in marketing. It's always been something interesting to me, but I haven't done it before. So in one way, I feel so lucky that I got the chance to try these new things out, but in another sense, it feels like, I don't know, I kind of miss knowing exactly what I needed to do each day and feeling like an expert, if that makes any sense. If you've been doing something for so long, you know how to do it and you can do it with your eyes closed. So feeling like I don't know what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow, or I don't know exactly how to do something, is scary. But at the same time, I'm learning so much and I'm up for the challenge, so it's okay. We'll see what happens in the future as well. But with that being said, so much has happened with the state of the world and so I have been trying to obviously stick with YouTube. I think that was honestly one of my escapes going into losing my job. I lost my job in March, and by April I was ready to start posting, and I think a couple of you guys have seen some of my older videos, but I didn't know what I was doing, but I'm so grateful that I just did it, and I've been wanting to do this for so long, so it was just really exciting for me. Overall for me, it's really just been about trying new things. So the podcast with my friend, which I'll explain in a future video once I get more information on that, but that's not gone, just a little hiatus for now. But anyway, oh my god, am I blurry this whole time? I seriously don't know what's going on and why this keeps happening, but my camera keeps focusing on the wrong thing. So I'm so sorry if all of that was out of focus, but hopefully we're back. But getting back into it, if you are interested in listening to it, it's called the 40-minute limit, and I would really appreciate it. And just giving feedback on what you guys want to hear and what you like and don't like is really helpful too. So that's just a little aside. So something else that happened was that there was a scare. And it was kind of crazy. So basically, long story short, someone that is close to me ended up getting sick. And obviously we know what they were sick with, but I had seen them the day that a positive test came back. So it was a little scary, not going to lie. And that was part of the reason why the vlogging wasn't working for me, was because since I had direct contact, I also had to be at my house 24/7. I couldn't go into work. I luckily was able to work from home, which was really lucky for me. So I fortunately did not get it, and I don't know how I didn't get it, honestly, but I feel very lucky that I didn't. It just kind of goes to show that we can't have full control over the situation just because the person who, like, sort of the way that it trickled down was more than likely from something like a grocery store or a restaurant, something like that, which is not to say that it's the fault of an owner of a grocery store or restaurant. It's just that we can't control everything, basically. And that loss of sense of control is anxiety inducing, but it's a slap in the face to remember, why are you doing the things that you're doing, basically? Like, why are you working? Why are you here? What do you find important? And maybe that sounds like it's an extreme, but when you have this thing, or you think maybe you have this thing that so many people have been really sick from, those thoughts definitely pass through your head. And luckily everybody was okay. No hospitalization, nothing serious, and I'm so thankful for that. But it was definitely, you know, a weird time. Overall though, I was very calm for what it was. It's just very interesting to me because I'm normally a very anxious person, and so when I found out, I was like, oh, okay, well, we'll just have to stay home. And that was sort of it. And I found that very interesting. So I don't know, I guess when you have no other options, then sometimes you have to just not worry. A couple of other little things that happened in my life recently. My mom actually just moved to Washington State. She has officially retired, and I'm very excited for her to start this whole new journey in another state. If you guys don't know, I lived in Washington State away from my family when I was going to college. So I was even joking with her that it feels like she's the one going to college this time. I'm just so excited for her. Hopefully we can get a little bit of an update from her soon, but for right now she's just been, you know, unpacking and settling in, and I think it just takes some time to really settle in. Especially imagine when you move in general, like even if it's just down the street, it takes a little bit of time to just calm down, get your bearings, know where things are in the new house and where you want to put things and how to organize everything. And I remember moving to Washington, it was so crazy for me. So I can't imagine what it's like for her. She hasn't lived outside of San Diego since she was a kid. So if you guys don't know, my mom actually moved from Uruguay to New York and then New York to San Diego. So this is, you know, she's been in San Diego forever, and this is really something new for her, and I'm really excited. And Mom, if you're listening, hi, and I hope you're liking Washington. Sort of a final wrap-up thought, I guess, is just that I've been really trying to find a balance between life and YouTube, and that is again why I decided maybe vlogs are not the best style for me. So I've just been trying to really balance all of those things. Balance has been a key thing for me lately. This kind of just goes into all of it, right? It wraps everything up in sort of a neat bow where it's like work, trying to make extra money on the side when I can, trying to fulfill my passions like YouTube. Seriously, it's one of the best things that I've decided to do in a really long time, and I'm so grateful for everything so far, and seriously so grateful for 100 subscribers. I just hit it with my last video, and I didn't think that was never the intention. It was just I wanted to have fun with this and waste some of my time while I was staying home, and I'm seriously so grateful. It's really cool, and I'm excited to grow our community even more, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, taking that balance, I started going back to therapy, and we've been doing teletherapy because that's what we have to do these days. But you know, I think we get to this point of stress sometimes where we don't know how to cope, and maybe we accidentally take it out on people or whatever it may be. So I think something like therapy is extremely important. I think being self-aware is really important, and that's something that my therapist always says I have a lot of, is self-awareness, which I'm grateful for, but at the same time, I don't know that it makes it any better, but at least I know what's going on in my brain. Anyway, that's all just to say that I've been, you know, trying really hard to balance all of these things out, and I appreciate you all for sticking with me through it because it's just been a really fun journey. That's all I have for now, which is quite a lot, but I think that for future episodes we're gonna try to like center around a topic. So this was just my updates, but I think for future episodes we're just going to try to center around certain topics. So today was just some general updates, but hopefully you guys still enjoyed this, and we will have another wine night on Saturday and true crime on Tuesday. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. I'm looking forward to building this community with you all. And comment down below if there's anything that you have questions on, anything that has been going on with you, or anything that maybe resonated with you at all. I'm always interested to hear what you guys think. Quick side note before I go, I was thinking about this and I was like thinking about different classes I've taken as a college student and what sizes those classes were, and just thinking about even my 40-person classes feeling really large, and then imagining a 100-person class. And 100 subscribers might not seem like a lot to some people, but I'm just grateful for it and it's really cool to see. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye!